Problems across central PA, power outages, down lines, even this barn collapse in Adams County.
Plus, 4 shootings over the weekend with police officers as the target. One officer in Texas was killed as he wrote up a traffic ticket.
And Thanksgiving now only 3 days away, and one local organization trying to make sure everyone gets a meal. We're live with more on their efforts.
Well, no rest for the weary today in terms of the overall winds. We remain under a wind advisory until 7 o'clock tonight for all of central PA. Still could have some damaging wind gusts today of over 40 miles per hour. And of course, we wake up to windy conditions here. First thing, those winds continue to howl coming in out of the north and out of the west. Very brisk winds. In fact, at this hour, still 18 miles per hour in Harrisburg, 21 miles per hour in York. So a blustery day today, certainly down below average. We'll call it partly sunny, very windy with a high of 42.
All right, Steve, right now on the West Shore, take a look at this. The strong winds, Steve was talking about knocking over this tree in Camp Hill. The cleanup process is now underway.
Brandy is in the alert center with how it could affect the morning commute.
Well, Sherry, Al, this could certainly be a mess for morning commuters as crews try to clear up this scene. Right now, here's a live look into Camp Hill, where a large tree fell overnight due to all those heavy winds that we've been talking about all weekend. Steve was just talking about it. This is 32nd Street at Logan in Camp Hill. Right now, the Camp Hill bypass is going to be blocked. We still have that one lane closed. Now, our meteorologist said there was a wind advisory in effect. This is why wind speeds were predicted to be as high as the 50-mile-per-hour range over the weekend. PennDOT crews, as you can see, are on the scene chopping this tree up so they can remove it. So right now, crews are working as fast as they can. We don't have word on any detour or when that right lane will reopen. In the Alert Center, I'm Brandy Proctor.
All right, Brandy, and that wind caused problems in more ways than one in our region over the weekend.
PPL crews have been working tirelessly to restore power to hundreds of customers. Here's a look at the outage map on PPL's website. As you can see, hundreds of people are still without power this morning. Look up to our northeast. Folks in the Scranton area really having a hard time. All of these outages are related to windy conditions. And down power lines, tree limbs, that's expected in these kind of windy conditions. But for a family in Adams County, the wicked winds brought down their barn. Fortunately, no one was injured, but it was a scary evening for the Shea family in Mount Pleasant. Their barn collapsed, trapping a cow and a calf inside and sending the roof flying into their hog pen. Firefighters, and an excavating crew were called in to help rescue the trapped animals.
We kind of just assessed where would be the best way to get in, and he was able to get the cow out. The barn fell all around her, but not on her. And so we just kind of made a path, or he made a path. She came out of there, and she's in the pasture now. And then the calf was under the first floor. It just pancaked down on top of him, and but we were able to lift that, and he stood right up, and he's fine.
All's well. Right now, there are no damage estimates, but the Shays say they are hoping to rebuild sometime in the future. Making national headlines this morning, 4 police shootings in 4 different cities, all in one day, and at least one is fatal.
Yeah, shootings in San Antonio, Texas, St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Sanibel, Florida, all under investigation. The common denominator, police officers targeted.
In San Antonio, Detective Benjamin Marconi was gunned down while writing a traffic ticket just outside police headquarters. Officials say the gunman walked up to the officer and fired 2 bullets into his head. Police are now searching for his killer.
St. Louis police are looking for the attacker who shot and wounded one of their officers. Police say the officer was ambushed while his cruiser was sitting in traffic last night. A silver vehicle pulled up beside him and someone shot the officer twice in his face. The city's police chief says the victim is expected to survive, but the shooter fled after the incident.
An officer was injured during a late-night shooting near Kansas City, Missouri. Details on this shooting still limited, but multiple media outlets are reporting that both an officer and suspect were shot. That officer is expected to survive.
Police have arrested the suspect who allegedly shot and injured a police officer in Florida last night. This officer was shot in a drive-by shooting while conducting a traffic stop. There's no word this morning if these shootings are connected. Well, President-elect Donald Trump resumes transition meetings at Trump Tower in New York City today as he continues to fill key posts in his new administration. Over the weekend, Mr. Trump met with several of the prominent Republicans being considered for top jobs at his golf course in New Jersey. Among them, former rival Mitt Romney and retired Marine Corps General James Mattis, who is reportedly favored for the role as Defense Secretary. Hannah Daniels has the latest.
President-elect Donald Trump capped another day of high-profile meetings in New Jersey, hinting at more cabinet appointments to come.
Well, we've made a couple of deals, but we'll let you know soon.
Among Republican job seekers who visited Mr. Trump Sunday, former transition chair and New Jersey Governor Chris Christie.
He's a very talented man, great guy.
And former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who is under consideration for Secretary of State. The president-elect is also considering former rival Mitt Romney for the post. The two spoke for over an hour Saturday.
I would tell you that it was not only a cordial meeting, but also it was a very substantive meeting.
Many Democrats remain concerned about those already offered key roles in Trump's administration, including Attorney General nominee Jeff Sessions. The Alabama senator has been accused of making racially insensitive remarks in the past.
He's going to need a very thorough vetting. Many of those statements, they're old, but they're still troubling.
Trump's soon-to-be chief of staff, Reince Priebus, defended Sessions.
This is an honorable, decent, good human being that we're talking about.
The president-elect has earned bipartisan praise for nominating Mike Pompeo as CIA chief. Along with Sessions, the Kansas representative would need to be confirmed by the Senate. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Well, yesterday the president-elect confirmed wife Melania and 10-year-old son Barron will not be moving to the White House with him immediately, but would wait until Barron finishes the school year.
2 missing children from Indiana County have been found alive. PA State Police say 15-year-old Gianna Smith, who has autism, and 12-year-old Mitchell Smith were reported missing on Friday. Officials believe they were with a woman heading to either Abbottstown, Adams County, or somewhere in Maryland. But again, both children have been found safe.
Police are investigating a deadly pedestrian-involved crash in Dauphin County. Police say a 43-year-old man was hit by a car while walking along Eisenhower Boulevard in Swadira Township Saturday night. The victim was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. We're told the driver of the car is cooperating with police. Well, here's a live look at the state capitol. That's in Harrisburg, where today the city will begin its annual crow dispersal program. So if you live in the city or know any crows, give them word. Expect to hear some whistles and exploding shells between 5 and 7 o'clock tonight.
It's all to scare the crows away and reduce the amount of crow droppings on the ground, which can be dangerous. Yeah, that poop can be dangerous to pedestrians, especially in the rainy weather. Officials say this anti-roosting measure is not harmful to animals, people, or the environment. Happening today, a local nonprofit is gearing up right now for Thanksgiving.
Life Path Christian Ministries is packing boxes filled with food and giving them away to people for the holiday. CBS 21 Sarah Small is live now in York. And Sarah, tons of boxes are ready to be delivered. And Sarah, welcome to the morning here.
Hi, good morning, Al and Sherry. How are both of you? We are here in York at Life Path Christian Ministries, where, as you said, they are getting ready for D-Day, and that's delivery day of all of this delicious food that will be consumed on Thanksgiving. So walking over here, joining us bright and early, Matt Carey. Thank you for waking up with us. No, it's not always easy waking up so early. So if you could tell us, he's the CEO of Life Path, if you could tell us what it is that you guys are doing.
Well, today we're going to pack over 1,500 Thanksgiving boxes that we're going to be distributing to the local community. For those that did not register today, they will be able to come to Life Path at 367 West Market Street on Thanksgiving Day to enjoy a delicious Thanksgiving meal.
And you guys have a lot of stuff here. I mean, we have the classic green beans, cranberries, my personal favorite, stuffing. So what is a typical, if you could just tell us, what does a typical box look like? You have dessert, too.
We do. We try to provide a basic or a traditional Thanksgiving meal. So it will be all the accoutrements that go with it, as well as the poultry that goes into that meal.
And you guys are picking that up today, you said?
We are. We're getting ready to pick up over 2,000 pieces, which we will bring back here and then pack and get ready to distribute on D-Day tomorrow.
D-Day. I love that you guys call it that. So you guys feed 165,000 people a year. So this isn't the only thing you guys are doing.
That's correct. We feed over 165,000 meals. So every day, about 300 people on average for breakfast, lunch, and dinner come into the ministry so that we can feed them.
That's incredible. And the need happens often. This is a big need here.
Every day. It's every day, every purpose, every need. So our goal is to love, honor, and serve all of those that are in need. So thank you for just coming out and supporting what we do.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. And we're going to check back in with you at 5:30. So again, in our next half hour, we'll have more on how you can help. As you heard, the need is very prevalent here. So we'll have more in our next half hour on how you can help at home.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Well, it is 5:10. Facebook is taking a new approach to getting rid of fake news on its site. Why the company is cracking down.
Plus, the cost of your Thanksgiving Day meal, what you'll be saving money on this year.
Well, the winds just continue to whip up out of the north and west. We're back in just 60 seconds. I'll let you know if they'll die down at all for the kids as they head out to the bus stop.
You're watching CBS 21 News This Morning.